So, good day, Sir Inan and everyone. The topic that we will be discussing is about employee presenteeism. So, familiar na kayo sa topic na to because these are our chosen topic for our research. So, here are the group members. Mel Anasio, Aileen Matgado, that's me, and Glyza Lim. And these are the overview of the topics that we will be discussing. So first is the introduction, second is the problem, third is the recommendation, and fourth is how to handle employee presenteeism. So first, what is employee presenteeism? According to Canton 2021, these are the employees who frequently show up to work even though they may be feeling ill, experiencing physical or emotional pain, or are going through some stressful situation that is affecting their ability to focus. So, in short, ito yung famous phrase na physically present but mentally absent. So, kabaligtaran ito ng absenteeism kasi yung absenteeism, sila yung mga hindi talaga pumapasok. Walang dahilan kung bakit. Ayaw lang nila pumasok. So, sa presenteeism naman, sila yung mga pumapasok pa rin kahit na may mga nararamdaman sila, yun nga, physical or emotionally. And then, for example, is physical pain, migraine. Madalas magkaroon ng ganito sa mga employees. So, ayun, migraine, sumasakit yung ulo nila, and then everyday mas lumalala to. Nakaka-apekto to sa work nila kasi hindi sila makafocus. Mas nag-focus sila sa sakit sa ulo na nararamdaman nila. And then, doon naman sa stressful situation na nangyari sa buhay nila or sa relationships nila, nakaka-apekto yun sa work nila. So, nawawala yung effectivity nila. Kasi, para rin silang wala sa work eh. Yan. So, for further explanation, let's proceed to the next slide and the next presenter.
Hey everyone, presenteeism is thought to be common in most workplaces, even though it is a topic that is not often discussed. So presenteeism po, this is a productivity issue that comes from workers coming to work while unwell, physically, mentally, or emotionally. So this presenteeism is very common na sa workplace natin. It's just that hindi po ito pinagtutunan ng pansin or hindi dinidiscuss kasi for them parang wala lang. It's just a mild symptom. So mas nakafocus po sila sa absenteeism. Next is old-fashioned HR managers may use attendance as the metric for measuring success. But observant people and culture pros know team members can be at work without being fully present. So, nakagawian nga daw po ng mga HR managers na kapag mas madami po yung present na employees, is mas bibilis yung progress or mas magiging successful agad. But little did they know, if they will observe it carefully, some of their employees are physically present but mentally absent. Next is what causes employee presenteeism. First is unrealistic employer expectation. This unrealistic expectation at work arises when there is a challenging organizational culture or when deadlines are impossible to reach because there is not enough time to complete the task or there are not enough workers to handle the workloads. So the pressure is on and expectation become unrealistic na po. Second is no paid sick day. For the employees, is mahalaga po ang salary to pay their bills and other expenses. So, papasok na lang po sila kahit na masama yung pakiramdam nila kasi wala po silang bayad pag umabsent sila kahit na valid yung reason nila. Third is harassment or discrimination for taking sick days. In this case po, some employer kasi akala nila biro-biro lang or ginagawang reason lang ito para maka-absent ng mga employees. Kaya minsan no choice na lang po yung mga employees kundi pumasok to avoid discrimination for taking sick days. Fourth is loyalty or job insecurities. May mga company po kasi talaga na hindi pantay-pantay ang trato sa employees or unfair treatment. So, kaya nagkakaroon ng job insecurities. Last is understaffing. Understaffing, this is the employment of too few members of staff. So, kapag marami po yung workloads, they don't have choice para mag-overtime po. Kahit na-stress sila, pagod. So, basta they need to finish it. So, that's why it causes employees presenteeism. Last is how to handle presenteeism. First is pay attention to your physical and mental health. Wag puro work and salary ang isipin. Mahalaga pa din ang physical and mental health natin kasi mas hindi tayo makakapag-focus if sobrang stress. So minsan try to unwind or go out of town to meditate. Second is don't pressure yourself to go to work if you're feeling sick. If you're really feeling unwell, it's better to rest po. It's mas makakainam ito. Third, be honest to your managers or colleagues on how you feel. Don't hesitate to confront them because it's for your sake. Fourth, take time to breathe. As I said a while ago, you can go out of town to meditate or para makapag-unwind, iwas stress. And last, expose yourself with people who has a positive thinking. Minsan mas nakakagaan ng loob if you will share your problems sa ibang tao or yung mga bagay-bagay na bumabagabag sa isipan mo. And that will really help your mental health. Yun lang po and maraming salamat. Paano to?
Hi, my name is Mel, so let's start. Presenteeism in employees. Presenteeism in employees can affect many factors like physical, psychological, emotional, and also the demographic profile of the employees can also be the factor of presenteeism, specifically their age, sex, and then position. For physical factors, which are the employees may have allergies, headache, injury, cramps, dysmenorrhea, especially for girls. Under psychological, it can be stress or anxiety. And then for the emotional, which is basically the individual exhaustion or emotional exhaustion regarding to work or from home to work. And last would be their age, sex, and their position. Many studies that say that the older the employee, for example, 30 and above, they are most likely to have the presenteeism. And for the sex, which is basically we have female and male, and obviously female are the one who experience most presenteeism in work. And then in position, presenteeism can exist in any position in the company. It's either you're a rank and file employee, administrative staff, supervisor, or even the higher ups can also have or experience presenteeism, which is all basically would result of lost productivity at work that would lead to long-term effect to both employer and employee. That's why presenteeism should be paid attention to rather than absenteeism. Next would be the recommendation. For the recommendation, the first one is recognize the sign. First would be as an employer or an employee, it's your responsibility to recognize the sign if your employees has presenteeism or what causes it. Or as an individual, you should also assess yourself or what are the factors that you may feel that you think that contributes to your employees or to your presenteeism at work. Next would be encourage staff to take time off. Whenever there is a time to rest, grab it. You'll need it to regain your productivity, and basically you should rest. If you have time to rest, if you have break times, you should spend it wisely, or maybe just rest because you'll need it. Next would be change your working hours, and then review company policy. Review company policy. Soon enough, employers should consider headache, migraine, even dysmenorrhea as a valid reason not to report to work. For others, this is just a simple pain, but it's not applicable to any other people that would cause greater loss to both employees and the company. So I'm hoping as a future HR personnel or as a future HR manager, this kind of they call it simple pain they can consider it as a valid reason to not to go to work because it's a serious problem. Last would be the working hours. If they work 8 hours a day, don't tolerate adding extra minutes or extra other 30 minutes for hours to your employees. Nonetheless, it's a paid overtime work. So if it if their shifts ends with 8 hours, you should let them go or let them be home at after the 8 hours or exactly 8 hours na nag-work sila. Next would be before ending this lesson, here is a quotation from Betty Bender. When people go to work, they shouldn't have to leave their hearts at home. As an HR student and as a future HR personnel or HR managers, we are the heart of the company. We make sure that the employees know that we care about them as a human being who's the best asset in the company, which is we are the best asset in the company. We are the employees and we value our employees. That would be all. Thank you. Thank you and mabuhay.